What's going on, guys? I was sitting here chit-chatting and I was like, oh, I got 33 seconds to go live. Oh, man. Hot mess. Just call me hot mess. All right. If you guys are new here, in the last 48 hours, 230 something people have subscribed to the channel. So if you are new here, put new. And I just want to tell you just kind of briefly what we do on Tuesday night. Most of the time we talk about apple cobbler, apple pie, sometimes cherry cobbler. And on occasion, I answer all your van life, van build questions. And every now and then we have a guest appearance. Cora is here from the meetup, and not from the meetup. I met her at the meetup, and she is here at the shop getting a little bit of work done. Had a battery beeping, so we got that fixed. Thank goodness. But so if you're new here, thank you, and welcome to an amazing community. If you guys noticed, I hit 20,000 subscribers, and I am well on my way. I'm literally almost at 21,000 subscribers. That Sunday's video, not only did it get really, really good views, but a whole lot of people subscribed. A whole lot of people gave me a thumbs up. So you know we like it when that happens. Floss is first in the house. Good to see you, friend. Patty A in the house. Deborah, all the normal suspects here real early. Lang is in the house. She is new. She's from Minnesota, and she is on the Midwest Van Builders build list. And likely 2027, you never know. Sean and I are getting faster. Could be late 2026. Chit chat. Stella's in the house. Got 2 inches of rain during the night and this morning in Southern California. There's some areas in Southern California that are getting tornado watches. That's crazy for California. That is record crazy. So Saturday, they're going to be coming here, and the storm shelter is ready. If there is a tornado warning, I will be in the storm shelter. I am super excited, and I may share a short video on that. And if it storms and I'm in the shelter, I'm really going to share a video. Sean gave me his cold. That little twerp. All right. Mary is in the house saying hi. Floss, I may lose number one. Oh, I was picking on her. I want to be number one someday. She always comes in early, smashes that thumbs up, leaves a message. They call her the Terminator because she says, I'll be back. Frog Hair Fine is in the house. They got a new swivel seat installed. Gave Sean a little bit of hiking money this morning. That's always nice. Terry Abbott in the house in cooler weather. We have to come back here pretty soon. Ribbit indeed. Hit the like button. Thank you. Gary is in the house. Good to see you. Send rain to Missouri. It's coming, friend. It is coming. T is in the house. Winter Haven, Florida weather has been beautiful. Guys, if you don't follow Van Go Wonders, go check her out. She does way more videos than I do. She's got an interesting co-pilot that you need to meet, and give her a shout out. Tell her that you met her here. Donnie's Destination, good to see you. She is a meetup friend. Hi, everyone. How are y'all doing? You guys are going to be not real far away on the 20th. That would be super cool if I could possibly make it that way. Yay, 20,000. Amen. Terry Shorts in the house. Good to see you. From North Carolina, who is in Ohio at the moment. There you go. Hi, everyone. Just made it in from practice. There you go. Good to see you, Dale. Thanks for coming in. Look at that. 20K. Yep. I mean, I hit it. I thought, oh, that video I might get it. I have blown past it. A lot of times, YouTubers like me that kind of grow slow. There's YouTubers that have 50,000 subscribers the first month. When you grow slow like I do, and they stick around and actually watch your videos like mine do, we want like 20% of our people watching, 10% of our people watching. That's how it is. So when you hit 20,000, you're a little hesitant to celebrate until you get like maybe 20 extra or 30 extra, and we blew past that. So super exciting. Julie Miller in the house saying congratulations. Good to see you. Say hi to Jim. I may or may not have a loaded cup here. Let's see. Whoa, Nelly in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tell Brian hi. Give each other a big bear hug and say that's from Johnny. Ola, from Michigan, 10 count. I needed my Johnny fix. Yay. Good to see you. Folk of the Forest. Amore is in the house. Good to see you from the mountains. Campfire Girls also in the house. Good to see you. I met Lenny and met Donnie, met Cora, all from the meetup. New friends. Jill is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Say hi to Paula for me. Quartzsite had tornado watch too. Yikes. There are people en route. I don't know if you saw the caravan has started and they are en route. Now, you guys know Sean and I won't be out there till January 1st. I'm going to say this already, and I'm going to repeat it again the entire month of November and December. I am not going to work my entire time out there. I am going to clump jobs because I'm going to Baja February 1st. If you need a vent fan, a solar rack, LEDs, whatever it is, if you are hoping to have work done while I'm out there, you need to contact me and get on the list. I may even so much as just take 20 jobs over a period of like, because everybody shows up. I'm not going to say everybody, but most people show up. Don't take this wrong. Yeah. And we'll say, oh, hey, could you look at something else for me? And we love that. We're fine with that. But sometimes we can accommodate and sometimes we can't. If I know ahead of time that you need something done, it is a whole lot easier and likely a whole lot cheaper for you. So, Cindy Lee, hi, Johnny. So happy to catch a live chat. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks for coming in. Linda, hi, everyone from Chicago. Hope all is well. Good to see you, Linda. All right. I'm gonna keep saying hi to people, and then we'll get started answering some band questions or whatever else is going on. Raining, so I can check my work done. No leaks. Knock on wood. There you go. That's a lot of panda, right? Right. There you go. I'm growing slow. I'm telling you what, I've been doing this for like 5 years. There is no rhyme or reason to the algorithm. I quit trying to figure it out a couple years ago, and it was the best thing I ever did because I could just sit back and enjoy. And every now and then celebrate the small victories. Panda, good to see you. Good to see you, Derek. I hope that your surgery went well, and that you're getting around better and doing well. Jackie's in the house. Hope you had a great trip. I did. I actually went to the Smoky Mountains, and both of my aunts were down there. My cousin was down there. My second cousin, her daughter, was down there. And believe it or not, we are that family that I've only hung out with my cousin one other time in my life, and I didn't remember it. She remembered it. She said Caitlin was a baby and I was rubbing her hair, and I must be a good mommy if I can comfort my daughter like that. Hi from New Jersey. Love your Bills. Good to see you, Miriam. Thanks for coming in. We love our New Jersey friends. 4 weeks Thursday. Yep, since my surgery, I'm recovering very fast. Thank you. Appreciate so much kind words. Absolutely. My last message was a grammar fail, but we got it. I'll tell you what, it wasn't a grammar fail. I read it normal. I'm a walking encyclopedia explosion. What do you call that? When someone proofreads your stuff yeah. So if I ever wrote a book and somebody had to edit it, they would probably shoot themselves. I am horrible. I was going to go in the military, and I skirted through high school, class cut up, in the principal's office more than I was in class. I was that person. And I thought I was unintelligent for many years. And I am unintelligent on grammar. That's probably not even a sentence. I'm probably missing some things. 5 days in a row with the velvet heater starting and running. That may or may not have been an install area. That's one of those things that I do fail at. And Sean and I do a lot of stuff together. And I don't always go back and double check everything because we've done so many. And sometimes you'll do something and you don't know what you don't know until you know. And so he knows now, but I should have double checked that. I take 100% credit for that. I even did a reinstall and didn't check it then either. So, yep, you are in need of some homemade chicken soup. Amen. Amen. Sean was sick forever, and I dodged it. I went on vacation with my aunts. I was back. Oh, that day, I think that day I came back, we were working in the woods behind the shop. We were in close proximity of one another, and he was real like congested, blah, blah, blah. And 2 days later, I was like, Sean, my throat is scratchy. I told Cora, no charge for the sinus cold that she leaves here with. No charge at all. Just take that with you as a gift. No, nothing wrong with slow and steady and enjoying. There you go. Thank you. You two are the best. We try. And if there is not like one thing that we do is we learn. And being a nurse for 30 years, I can tell you, I learned something new my entire career. And if I didn't, I probably wasn't engaged in my job, and I probably should have been on vacation. Maybe I was on vacation, but you learn something new all the time. And yeah, so anyway, we learned something. And Jim, bless his heart, who has probably a lot less clearance than I do, crawled underneath that van, repositioned that fuel pump, and it is a working heater now. I thought I couldn't decide if Julie was cussing me more because of all the past anxiety caused, or if she was just, yay, it's fixed, let's move on and grow from it. They were ready to switch it out to a diesel, and I was like, absolutely not. No diesel heater. No diesel heater. They are fine, but if you have one of my installs, we're going to make it right. I told him I'd come up there. I said, I'll drive up there. So anyway, you need cherry cobbler, not chicken soup. Now that's somebody that knows me. Somebody has my health in their best interest, and someone has my heart in their best interest. You cannot go wrong with cherry cobbler. I may or may not have just had a chicken apple homemade apple pie from my youngest daughter. I went over Sunday. Her storm door got blown off in the spring, but I've been busy and she's been patient. And so I went over there because the whole frame needed redone. And so I said, I'll come over and we'll fix it right. You put that screen door back on, it's probably going to blow off again. We'll fix it right. So I went over there and she made me a steak and homemade apple pie. They went to the orchard and picked the apples. She peeled the apples. And I may or may not have brought a piece home with me. And it may or may not have made it through the night. There's a difference between your size serving and my size serving. I can't help it. This is Jim, and I do believe that a few sips of rum chata cures everything. I'll drink to that. This may or may not be banana cream pie, though. Banana cream pie in a cup? Like, does life get better than that? You like banana cream pie?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. All right. Talk to the camera. I'll drink.
Hello. I don't know what to say.
Tell them what we're doing to your van.
Oh, we are. Yeah, poor Johnny, but she's the best. I had a solar. I don't know what these things are even called, but it was beeping, and she told me the batteries were low. So I thought need new batteries. Batteries were great. It was the DC something that's went out, and so we ordered it. It's coming in. She's gonna fix it. So we have like a day.
We're gonna
Thursday.
Here's
said, hey Johnny, what about that? Well, she said, no, you did this because we were sitting there and was talking about it. And I said, can you stand up in there? And I said, well, I'm like this. If I put my shoulders,
Yeah.
So she's looking at that. She says, well, there's space up there. I said, yeah, I know. She said, well, I could cut this out and do this. And I said, that'd be great. Yeah. So that was so cool. It's in the process. So I am excited. I was like, stand up.
Let me explain to you a little bit better what we did. After we ordered some stuff and determined that she was going to be here for 2 days.
Right.
And she said, if I stick a pencil in here,
yes,
it goes pretty far up.
All right.
She said, I like that white ceiling in that van out there.
Yes, I did.
Could we do something like that to mine? And I said, well, in the road track, in the center, it's like recessed. I said, we could probably do that, if you want, got the time.
Yeah.
And so we cut her ceiling out, and it should. I can stand up in there.
Yeah. I've
got one support beam, and when that's gone, I know she'll be able to stand up in there.
Definitely.
And I'm telling you guys, if you have a van that you cannot stand up in, and you're living like not full time, but you like to see yourself retiring. This is her retirement present.
Right, to me.
She sees herself retiring, on the road, seeing some stuff, doing the meetups and stuff. So if you can't stand up in your van, I guarantee you that a very, very small percentage, I was going to say guarantee you, but there's a small percentage of people that are going to keep that van forever.
Right.
They're either going to, like Mona's doing the topper, or upgrade. Kiki's in the house. She loves Kiki's van. And that's Christy. And
love it.
Because at a certain age, humping like this, is not good for you.
No.
Like doing everything like this,
right?
It's going to affect your posture. It's going to affect your back.
Absolutely.
So more times than not, you're going to either look for another van or look for some mods. And this is going to be a very inexpensive mod. I actually, from an old build, had some PVC corrugated ceiling stuff. She's going to take that off my hands for me. And so I'll share some pictures. I'll probably share them on my Patreon. I installed my Charger 1 the other day, powered 2 electric coolers for my 8-hour drive. Nice. Good job, Dave. Good job. I know Cora mentioned doing something to her ceiling at the meetup.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. I just didn't like it. But I was just going to live with it. But
so what happened?
Found Johnny.
And guys, there is nothing wrong with the full electrical setup. There's nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of people that have the full electrical setup and they don't have to look at their numbers. They rarely look at their battery, look at their stuff, because they know they've got enough power to do whatever it is that they want to do. So Cora calls me and messages me and says, there's a beeping. I can't figure out where it's coming from. I think it's this. So she sent me a video. I was like, I have no idea what that is, where it's going to, blah, blah, blah. So ultimately, her batteries, there was nothing charging them. No solar charging, no DC to DC charging. So the batteries were depleted. So when she hit that button, which turns on her inverter, because the batteries are depleted, she was getting a low voltage alarm, a default alarm.
Right.
So I couldn't diagnose that. She's a couple hours away. She was like, I'll come up. And I was like, come on up. I'll look at it. And really, honestly, 1 hour, it was fixed. But the DC to DC charger, guys, I can't make this up. I made a video of it. I'm going to share it with you guys. The install on her DC to DC charger was so horrible that it probably shorted it out. Because I'm just going to show you the video. She had positive and negative wires exposed, touching one another. So it was out of the gate, probably never working.
Right.
And the guy probably thought, why doesn't this work?
Yeah.
Because he didn't know you can't do that. Judy is in the house. Good to see you, Judy. That's another meetup friend. So no, I was on a quick trip. Yeah, no live stream last week. Yep. I was with my aunts, and there's a time change, and I wasn't even back to the cabin when I went my live stream is supposed to be. So I did not do a live stream. Being able to stand up is priority. It is to me too. I have had a van that I could not stand up in. It's not fun. Now, you have that, more power to you. Good for you for getting out there, for doing your thing. I need something I can stand up in. It was really getting to my back. Hi, Johnny. I'm the one you chimed in on my Facebook post about the large bunk window hole in the van. He cut with an angle grinder a couple days ago, and my new window is on the way. Yeah. Nice. Linda, I'm telling you, if you want to swing by my shop, I will volunteer my services and install that. I was embarrassed that the Ram ProMaster community treated Linda like they did. Because when we go on Facebook, we are looking for support. We are looking for help. Help is not measure 3 times, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. Measure 5 times, cut once. Why do you do that? Like you're beating a dead horse, and it's rude. Yeah. So I was like, that's bull crap. And I pray that nothing like that would ever come from anyone in my community. I did ask what it was cut with, because there was a couple little jagged, and I wanted to make sure that those were cleaned up before they put that new window in. I was just trying to offer some comfort, because some comments were a whole lot of them. Get a bigger window, get a bigger window, get a bigger window. And the 3310 that I used is an awning window, and there is a slider 3511, so that'll work. But it is unfortunate how the comments were just ridiculous. Yeah, Patty was pretty quick to get something she could stand in. And she had a road trek and could stand in some of it. Now, she is tall, but she could stand in some of it. Adventures of Traveling Mike is in the house. Good to see you. What is the minimum alternator size for a DC to DC charger? It determines... It depends on the DC to DC charger. There are 12, 12, 18. There's 12, 12, 30. The last number is the amperage. Most, I wouldn't get a 50 amp. I've always done like 30 amps just because you're not going to have a problem with your alternator. A lot of the times it's not, can your alternator, in my opinion, handle it? It's, are you using it right? You never want to be climbing a hill with the air conditioner running and your DC to DC charger on. Your van's working hard. So proper use of a DC to DC charger, 30 amp, is going to be more than enough to supply your needs. Most people that want a 50 amp they've got a big rig anyway, and they definitely have an alternator to handle it. Your bus, I would be willing to bet, probably has a 200 amp or higher alternator. I think that would be fine. Typically, what we do is you would put a monitor on the alternator and then start your van, turn your air conditioner on, all the stuff that turn signal, headlights, whatever, brake lights, just turn some stuff on. See how many amps you're pulling. And if you've got a 200 amp alternator and you turned everything on and you're pulling 90 amps, you're good to go. If you're pulling 170 amps and adding a 30 amp alternator is going to max it out, which is not, I mean, this is hypothetical, is then you want a bigger alternator. You want a smaller DC charger or upgrade your alternator. I honestly don't know. I feel like the average alternator is between 180 and the 220s. Some people do get a second alternator. Some vans come if you order them with a second alternator. If you do it right, I mean, I just don't see you needing one. There has been people say, oh, I ruined my alternator by blah, blah, blah. Well, it's a combination of stuff. You got to be smart when you're using it, in my opinion. It's so nice to be part of this group. Oh, we love you being a part of this group, Patricia and Kurt. Is it normal to hear a little bit of air noise? Oh, dude, if all you hear is a little bit of air noise from the MaxxAir fan, you have got a solid install. Those fans drive me nuts. They rattle. I'll tell you how to stop it. Is they're getting some kind of a wind, whatever. So either put one of those lamb's wool things in there or put a Van Essential window cover in there. Reach out, I get 30% off. And that's going to help because them things drive me. I'm telling you what, I get on the interstate and that's not covered. And I'm like, oh man, I pull on the next exit. I cannot. That's like somebody scratching their nails on a chalkboard. I am not listening to that for 397 miles. JJ's crew is the best. Put a QQQ in front of your question. That way I don't miss it because I do look away sometimes. Sometimes my cup blocks and I miss it. Oh, man. I don't ask for help on Facebook. I have read comments that were not kind. It was ridiculous. Linda, currently not in Texas. Linda, I may or may not have been told that you drove right by my shop. I said she didn't stop because we'll keep her for 7 days. I did. I said we'll keep her.
Hi, Linda.
Cora said hi, Linda. If you get sick, I'm going to feel awful.
I'll be all right.
I set my Charger 1 to silent mode, 285 watts, because my cooler just absolutely. Yep, you don't absolutely. So what he is saying is there is a setting on your DC to DC Charger 1, the Bluetti Charger 1. It is silent mode. Silent mode decreases the voltage coming in, decreases the watts coming in. Your charger's not working that hard because if you're driving 5 hours, you don't need to do all your charging in the first hour. You can decrease the voltage, turn it on silent mode, and draw that out. If you don't know the silent mode, there is a default. You can set it at 26 volts, and same thing. Enjoying Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks are golden. Let's see here. Hot is the key word. I must have missed something. I hope you feel better soon. Good old Sean. No, I'm gonna behave because he does. I'm sure he's not happy. Yeah. Um, that I came down with it. Kurt and I are enjoying the cooler. It jumped. Oh, cooler tree color in Vermont, New York, and Pennsylvania. Nice. Your heater is here. I kid you not, they sent 2. I was like, they sent 2? And they called me that evening and said, did you by chance get 2 Velvet heaters today? I was like, yeah. Want me to try it out in my van? So we got that en route to North Carolina. You see how it's jumping around on me? Because my fingers thoughts on the EcoFlow 5. Well, my thoughts are it's not in my budget. That's my thoughts. But these are good systems. EcoFlow is a good solid system. Like typically the EcoFlows that I use, the only issue I would have with it is it's huge and heavy. Now, the EcoFlow 5, I don't know the dimensions on that. I don't know the weight on that. But these big systems that Bluetti and EcoFlow have come out with you're going to see them get popular. Patty sent me a video on the RV5. It was not the end of the day, and I already had someone reaching out to me to do an install on one. So they are going to be popular, and these are easy to install. And I'm telling you, when you have something like this installed and you have something going on, it is a lot easier for people like myself to troubleshoot them from the road. So I don't think you could ever go wrong with an EcoFlow product, a Bluetti product. Now, I will say one thing. Any battery that has a barrel plug on it to charge it, like the 5521 barrel plug, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. The barrel plugs wear out. They're not designed to be, taken in and out and moved around. And these are, home emergency backup batteries, blah, blah, blah. So if you still have a battery bank that has a barrel plug to charge, and Jackery is real big on the barrel plugs, I'm telling you, the frequency of photos with melted cords are increasing. And because those batteries are getting older, they've been plugged in and unplugged, I don't know how many times, and they wear out. I'm telling you, you keep an eye on your battery. Other than that, EcoFlow and Bluetti would be my top choices. I'm going to say Bluetti because I'm so knowledgeable about them. EcoFlow, the size and weight is concerning. But definitely a solid choice. Do you prefer hooking up the alternator versus the battery for the Bluetti alternator charger? I've seen both done. It would be easier for me to do the battery route. I'm going to tell you that if you look at the Bluetti installation, it's on the battery. I like that installation because the alternator is very hard for me to get to. It's farther away. The Transit and the ProMaster, the battery is inside the van. The Ram ProMaster, we were just talking about that outside. There's a 70 amp fuse port that goes to the B pillar that you can use for that. Transit, the battery's right underneath the driver's seat. There's no reason not to just hook it up to the battery because it's not, like, to me, I just don't think that it's going to ruin your battery. It could shorten the life of it a little because these batteries have cycle lives and you're using cycle lives. To me, hands down, it's worth it. Mine is hooked to my battery under the floor of the ProMaster. It was easy and fast, less than 30 minutes, no lie. Can Kurt and I come on Monday to install the heater? Absolutely. Absolutely. What's Monday? Yes, you can come Monday. Tim Augustine's in the house. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Where's Debbie K? She is not here tonight, and she is busy. She is busy. Her daughter is trying to get her house on the market, and it's been a lot of work getting the house and the basement and everything ready. And Debbie K is babysitting and house sitting and cat sitting, and she is one busy woman. Have you done a black tank so someone can camp in an RV park? I've never had an RV park not allow me. You know what? I take that back. We did in California. But other than that, I've never had anyone deny me. I had someone ask for pictures. They immediately approved them when they saw my van. Late but here. Good to see you, Deborah. Good to see you. I know Deborah K is exhausted. I know. You can do a tank underneath the van. But you do not want a black tank in a van, in my opinion. Like, unless you are, full-time, just cleaning that thing out, composting, whatever. I would do anything but a black tank in a van. It's just, that is a lot. If a campground won't let you stay there, you probably don't need to stay there anyway. There's so many campgrounds that this van life movement, half these vans, I sent them a picture of the inside of my van. Nancy Roberts sent them a picture of hers. Patty Augustine sent a picture of hers. Literally instantly approved. No desire for a black. I'm telling you what, if you've ever cleaned out a black tank, that will lose your, you'll be like, never mind. Never mind. The benefit of a black tank in like a class A, a class C, you're talking about gallons and gallons. So you don't have to do it that often. That's a plus. Nobody likes cleaning out a black tank once a week. And if you go into a van, especially transit, you've got no room under there. You can get a 16-gallon gray tank, but there's no room underneath there. Compost toilets are so much better. Yep, so much better. We're camping on the beach, free beach camping in Texas. Oh, man, I need to go there. Linda, how's Lala and the fig tree? The fig tree is fine, I can tell you that. Maddie was trying to eat it, I think. I'd rather boondock. Yep. What do you have in yours?
It's some kind of a toilet. It's
How do you clean it?
It has a thing, you take it apart and you dump it.
She's got a cassette toilet.
Yeah.
Campgrounds will let you, they'll consider that. Campgrounds like cassette toilets. Yeah. I told my the Ogo toilet, the composting toilet, it was no problem whatsoever. If there's a campground out there that won't take you, I would just call their neighbor, because their neighbor's probably going to take you. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny and Company. Yep. It's a good crew here. Getting a house ready to sell is a lot of work. That's the thing. They want to buy a new house, but you got to sell your old one first, because a lot of people don't want to sell you a house or in the contingency of your house selling. So got to sell your house and then wait for closing and then go look for a house, which, in the long run, more work, definitely more work for Debbie, but she's a trooper. I'll tell you, I don't know anybody stronger. It is 8:39. I need to give a big shout out to my channel members, to my Patreon members for the extra that you do here. Most of the time it's mental support, but all the same, I appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I sold and bought a house same time. I do not encourage that. Oh, I can. Is Nancy on? I don't think Nancy's here. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Nancy Bear in the chat or Nancy Roberts in the chat. I will say that Nancy Bear got her van, all the funky electrical stuff that was going on. Guys, I'm not going to kid you. I looked for, I probably spent a couple of hours trying to get her electrical, that tail light fixed. And I bought a $140 tool to try to do it and just felt horrible. I thought there's a screw or something hitting a wire. And she took it to the Ford dealer and she did share a wonderful compliment. The dealer, the service center said that it was an amazing build, solid build. And she had a busted tail light, and evidently the condensation the condensation it causes corrosion, whatever, and it was causing all the problems. She already had a new tail light. They put it in, and lo and behold, it's working. So, amen. But that was still a learning experience for me because we had her walls up and later did the cabinets and really didn't think a whole lot about that wire that runs across the transit. And the reason why we didn't is because I almost always put up a thicker product. She wanted that beadboard put up, and when we put the cabinets up, we didn't have 3/4 inch wood up there. We had beadboard. And so a little bit of the screws actually were coming through, and I was scared to death one of those screws hit something. So lesson learned. So how far back in the driver's seat? How far back of the driver's seat should I build a wall of my pantry in a Ford Transit? What room to access the battery? I will tell you, if you put your seat all the way back as far as it'll go and hold a plumb bob up or something, put a nut on the end of a string and hold it straight down, because the battery compartment is going to be quite a bit further in. So if your seat is all the way back, you will never need more than that. Now, if you're 5 foot tall, you could probably even move it forward an inch or so, because no matter what, we'll get your battery out. As long as that seat can move forward, that seat slides forward, we'll get your battery out. Some people have 2 of them under there. We'll get them out. Best place to get the tool needed to remove wall door panels in a ProMaster. You know what? I bought a grommet set. There's like 5 tools in that set. If that's what you're talking about. If they're just plastic grommets, just get a grommet tool. You may break one every now and then, but they're good to go. If they are riv nut in, if for some reason it's a work truck and they used riv nuts, drill them out. Just take a drill bit and drill them out. And if you don't want to get a riv nut set because this is the only time in your entire life that you're going to need it, get some real pointed needle nose pliers that you might need again. Get a flathead screwdriver, get under there real careful, put those pliers behind it, and then pop it forward. And then you don't have to buy the riv nut tool. They are plastic. They're not expensive. It is going to save you a little bit of headache, but I totally get it. A budget is a budget. 6 cockatoos. 6 cockatoos. That's a lot of squawking, right? Everybody's talking about cockatoos. Howdy, folks. There's Nancy Bear. We were just talking about you. Where do most RV dump their sink water that is in a container? I mean, it really depends on your personal preference. I grew up camping outside in a tent. When my mom did dishes and she had a pan of dishwater, it went on the bushes. If it didn't have like some kind of a chemical in it, she watered the bushes. Now, there are people that may have a problem with that. So you can go to any car wash and dump it into the sewer where your soapy automobile car wash goes. The wax, the everything that you're spraying off your car goes down. Into a drainage ditch, I feel like is an okay answer. I mean, if you're in a park and there's a walkway to the playground, I mean, obviously we want to not be that person, but I feel like, dishwater, toothpaste water, shampoo can go in the bushes, water the plants. But that is me. That is me. I do not have urine in my gray tank. I mean, the worst thing that probably is in my drain is if I rinse out my ice cream bowl. There might be a little dairy product in there. Best DV small air compressor to handle 82 PSI and 2 of the transit tires without needing a recharge to complete. Best DV. Best DV. Why am I drawing a blank on DV? DC. Oh, DC. Best DC air compressor. I like the Vi-Air. I think it's high quality. It's probably more than what you need, but I feel like when you want to deflate your tires because you want to go on the beach, you're talking about all 4 tires. When you take those tires down that much, you get one of these small DC air compressors that you see, you're going to be out there for over an hour because it'll air up, overheat, air up, overheat. So it takes time. Yes, it will air up to 82 PSI, most of them. In time, they get hot. You do not want to be out there with that. I think mine is like maybe even 125, 150 PSI. It's Vi-Air, VIAR. It actually has alligator clips. And Jim, you may or may not know a builder that can make you an adapter for that goes straight to the Bluetti. So we can hook you up. So I think a lot of them probably come with a cigarette lighter adapter too nowadays. I empty mine in a toilet. Oh, absolutely. Any toilet. Absolutely. Any bathroom toilet or anything. If you've got like a 7-gallon, you don't want to be trying to slosh that around. If you've got a small 2-gallon, 3-gallon, yeah, dump it in the toilet.
I heard someone say in any outhouse they see.
Any outhouse.
Yeah.
Any outhouse.
Yeah.
Any outhouse. Midwest Van Builders has a septic system with a RV dump station. You are more than welcome to dump it here. There were 3 QQQs at $6.39. Oh, no. I might have got them. All right. So $6.39. We got that one. Answered that one. Any thoughts? Okay, wait a minute. Any thoughts on those old Toyota small pickups that have the motorhome camper all together as one unit? Sorry, I don't know the model name. I don't. All I can honestly tell you is that Toyota is a good company. Their vehicles, when taken care of, last a long time. I would say, you're probably good. I would have a mechanic look at it, but I wouldn't hesitate. If that was if I had interest in it, the price was right, I wouldn't have a problem with a Toyota with a camper on it. When is the date for the meetup 2026? It is the third weekend in August. Third weekend in August. In September. Oh my gosh. It would be the exact dates of 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20. And if you're a Patreon member, we welcome you to stay on the 21st as well. Yeah. So, all right. I think that's the 3 questions I missed. I think the one lady put hers twice, or they put them. I went to New Mexico, and the RV ranch would only let me stay a week without a black tank. Oh, well, a week without a black tank, I'd be okay. I don't know. I think that'd be fair. A week. That bucket's got to get full after a week, friend. Oh, man. I'm kidding. Many of the campgrounds that we went to in the Tetons had gray water dump buckets and room at the back. Oh, I love that. I love that. An adapter for the Blue Eddy? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I will hook you guys up. That is an easy one for me. All right. Tell Cora, Wendy and I said hi.
Hey, how are you? Hey.
I'll tell you what, I invite people to sit in and do whatever. They never get to talk. Toyotas go at least 500,000 miles. Keep that oil changed. Yep. They consider reliable, but be aware not a lot of power for the mountains. Yeah, small Toyota. The other thing I would 100% do, I don't care what I had to do. I'd be crawling underneath that truck and checking for rust, checking for weak spots. I'd crawl underneath there for sure. Check everything. Have your mechanic check the brakes, check the tires. Some of that, check the muffler. You know how many mufflers? They just rot. You know, we're throwing rock salt and chemicals down on our highways, and they rot. The steel rots. And before you know it, it's snapped off, and you're in some... You ever heard of Podunk Town? and trying to get a muffler on a Monday or a Sunday. So, what size cable would you use for from battery to 2,000 watt? Two gauge. That if it was me, it would be 2. Use a welding wire, 2 gauge welding. Go big or go home. You will never have a problem. Yep, go big or go home. My friend loves his. I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tim Augustine has an older Toyota. Without a doubt, takes good care of it, and I mean, drives it, and he probably would not. I said Midwest Van Builders could buy that from you. He probably would never sell that. Or like the old, they're like the old wagon vans. I want one. We were, where were we at? Who was I with? I think it was me, Cindy, and Nancy. And we were in Culver's walking out, and there was a cool Volkswagen van. I'm telling you. I wanted it. I would love an old Volkswagen van. That would be so cool. I would love it just to park it on the property. If y'all ever see a dead one somewhere, say, we could tow that to Johnny's. Can I fit 2 200-watt panels, a MaxxAir fan, and a Velvet AC on my 136 ProMaster? Oh, that is a tough question. I feel like, where are you going to put it at? Where are you going to put it at? I think so. I think so. It might be tight. Here's the problem. The stars have to align. And what I mean by that is you have ribs, and we cannot put an air conditioner, do not cut one of your ceiling ribs. So you have to go through them. I'm going to have no, I'm not. I think you can. It depends what solar panels you get. The ones I use are 27 inches wide. The rack, depending on the rack you use, but you get everything right, and I think you can do it. The other thing that you can do is put that MaxxAir fan in, one solar panel, the air conditioner, 2 100-watt panels on each side of the MaxxAir fan. You got 400 watts of solar, you got an AC unit, and a MaxxAir fan. And you 100% can do that on a 136. I've seen his channel a couple times. Does he like it okay in the mountains? Oh, in the mountains in Oregon? Oh, look out below. I'm coming down. Look, Mom, no hands. I don't know. That would be so cool, though. You know an old Volkswagen van?
I know someone that has one, but I don't think it's for sale.
Right? I would love to be so cool.
I'll ask about it, though.
May not have the name right. Oh, someone here in South Tennessee has Trina brand. 385-watt solar panels for $125. Trina? That seems ridiculously underpriced.
Yeah.
That seems ridiculously underpriced.
It sounds too good to be true.
It sounds too good to be true. 385 watts, $125. That will be interesting to check out. My ex's muffler came off. He's a welder. I made him go get and put it back on. There you go, right? That's how you got to do it. Those old mufflers, that's the best way to fix it. You put a sleeve over it or something. That's got to be the best way. My sister's ambulance, her muffler broke. She still doesn't have it fixed. She was at my meetup. I said, "Oh, did you get it fixed?" She goes, "Not yet." She said, "It's a little loud." It's a diesel already. It's loud already. Debbie, isn't the highest a 4x4 with the steering wheel on the right side from Australia? What? Oh my gosh, that would be funny. Oh, a solar farm? That might be. Those are huge, though. The solar farms are huge. They're wider than the vans. I went and looked at some one time. I was like, that would hang over my van. No way. I had to replace the muffler on the bus, had to order for it to pass state inspections. Was not happy. I cannot even imagine how much that was. It's on Marketplace, so it's probably used. Yeah. And if it's a used solar panel and doesn't have any, damage, you don't have like a damaged cell, and I mean, it may be fine. A lot of people, are constantly upgrading solar systems, upgrading panels. These companies are constantly taking panels off of houses, whatever, and selling them. So, yep. Rusty's in the house. Dang it. Almost missed it again. You did miss it. We got 1 minute. Here. We watched, should be driving on the other side of the road. No. You need to go to bed with a shot of whiskey, honey and lemon for bed. I know, right? No doubt. I'm going to go put a movie in and eat some ice cream. I'll be better. I will tell you guys, I'm taking zinc. I'm taking vitamin C. So I am getting that stuff. So, hey, Steve, good to see you. Desert Adventures in Arizona. on the channel. You guys check out his channel. If you like drone footage, check out Steve's channel. He's out there in the Ironwood area, and we love us some Steve. He is a good guy. Good guy. Tell Okie we said hi. Your thumbnails for tonight has driver on the other side. No, that's the way it always is. Is it really? Colloidal silver.
Yes.
I'm gonna write that down because just Judy knows what she's talking about. Is that a pill? It sounds like something I should be welding with. Should I be soldering with that or taking that, ingesting it?
Give it a spray. I have
A spray?
But it's a liquid too.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like something I can't wait to try.
It's good. It works. I'm gonna use some when I get to my van. I got some in my van.
Yeah. But I thought it had to be imported from UK or, well, it could have been brought in and from the UK, toured the US with it and selling it because maybe they found a Midwest Van Builders van here and they don't want their UK van anymore. They want Johnny's Journey build. So I'm kidding. Yeah. All right, guys. It is 9:02. Everybody's agreeing with Judy. Now I got to go do some research when I should be going to bed. Vitamin D3 K2 is awesome. You guys are going to have me drugged. Vitamin D3 K2. I'll tell you what. My immune system has been fine until Sean got sick. And his girlfriend has not been sick at all.
Wow.
That's crazy. Will make you blue. Oh my goodness. I could be a Smurf. Is that how the Smurfs got blue? Night, guys. Guys, thanks for hanging out, tuning in. If you guys did not see Sunday's video, 3 incredible no-build van tours, go check those out. Give it a thumbs up. Next Sunday, we're going to be talking about insurance. We have somebody here at the shop that totaled their van, and we put the old fans back into the new van, and there's going to be some exciting information on that video. So see you in the premiere at 4:45 Central, guys. Say bye, Cora.
Bye.
Bye.